That's right, you know the deal. Well, that was a violent one. So, you know the deal. I break something, I build it into somebody else's creation, I tell you should build it, or if you should not build it and not waste your time. Today, we're breaking the Marauder and turning it into, believe it or not, it's not a vehicle, but we're turning it into the Mandalorian Cafe. I have high hopes for this one, it looks really cool. Mostly because it's location and it's not a ship, and it's usually always a ship. And this is built by Dorian Brickshon, so I'll put the link in the description as always. So if you want to do this for yourself, go ahead and give him all your love because I'm just reviewing it here. But let's start building. I just have to say, like, wow. I'll do a quick review of the set. Starting off in the front, we have some crates, and this droid is not included. I put it there myself. We have this little light here that is attached by this. We have some lights at the side. We have windows, and we have a lot more lights at the top. We also have an air vent. At the side, we have some nice detailing on the bottom, and we have a little window, and there's a little cafe seats inside, which we'll get to in a second. Some more lights in the back. Pretty much just wall, there's a tiny window. This is the drink machine. More windows and more walls and a tiny little light. Now, one of the coolest things about the set that I was not expecting at all was definitely this coming up. I did not see that coming when I was building. I thought you were just going to have to remove it, but I didn't know it would be on a hinge, which under that is just, you know, plain and simple. Now we look at side, which is the more exciting part. And let me just say my favorite part of this entire thing is like the window. It looks like great. I don't know, like it puzzled me. We'll start off by the entrance over here. We have some lights on both sides. Nothing too interesting, just a door. I did put Reap Karga in one of the seats with Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian. They're talking in this little cafe. And if we look over here, I didn't know who to put as the barista, so I put this Imperial droid. There's a little computer piece inside and some lights. And the way back, if you take a look, there's the brewing machine. It's right over here. And then we'll keep on moving this way. There's some seats right there that you can't really put anybody in. And then there's this nice little booth over here, which we have a stormtrooper and an Imperial officer talking. I would say that the only terrible thing about this set, does anybody see an adjustable headrest anywhere? Cause I don't. My complaints for this set is, well, nothing. Dorian Brickshon did like a great job on this. The only thing that like was bad for me, which shouldn't be a problem for anyone, is extra pieces. There was only a couple. I put extra pieces here. There were also some Technic pins here. I just slipped them in here. There's one right there and the other one's right there. So I put them right here. The only bad thing about it is whenever you put this up, it just rattles a little bit, which is fine. Other than that, just like a normal alternate build, it's a little bit fragile, but this thing is great. So, should you build this? Absolutely. To me, this build is 10 out of 10, which is rare coming from me, because most alternate builds are, you know, usually they're good, but they're not that great. But the thing is like insane, you know, with a few tweaks it could be like an official set, but that will never happen, unfortunately. This is getting a 10 out of 10 for me. I think it's great. You know, I really like that Dorian Brickshon puts in his instructions warning the set has like, you have to use extra pieces from the set, which other people don't do, and they also say it's going to be fragile because you don't want to build it and it's like fragile. You're like, why did I waste my time? So there's a warning. So congratulations, Dorian. You got a 10 out of 10, which is, so far, out of the other two things that I've done, it's rare. So the only terrible thing about the set is there's no adjustable headrest, but that's alright. I mean, it's expected in a cafe. There's no adjustable headrest in a cafe. But with all of that said, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on the notifications so you can see another one, and you see what I rate on a different build. because we're definitely doing a lot more of that. And with all that said, I will see you later.